Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Portuguese campaign. Episode 3 by now, I think. Where we are fighting the Danish. And not just the Danish, honestly. I was like, I'm fighting only Denmark, so let's do a naval invasion. And we're gonna hit the Faroe Islands. But then I realized, Venezuela. Hold on. We are at war not just with Denmark, but with an ally of Denmark, Venezuela. And it is very tempting to go there, you would say. But then I was like, let's check what kind of ships they have first. Okay, nothing to worry about. 2 battleships. 3 battleships. 4 battleships. A battle cruiser. 4 battleships and a battle cruiser against my 2 battle cruisers. It's gonna be risky, but it's gonna be fun. In the meanwhile, my new cruisers are slowly coming off the line. 6 months, 8 months, then we have our full fleet back together again. Well, no, we lack some destroyers still, but overall, right now, I want to focus on getting my research a bit more up, rather than building more warships. Because I'm very behind, and I would like to get that word very gone, so we're just behind on tech. The Dutch are upgrading 13 ships at the same time. How we? Belgium has taken parts of Africa, failed on the last bits that they wanted to take, which is good. Ottomans unlocked 1,400-ton destroyers. I saw other nations earlier getting the 1,500 tons already, so no, that costs money. I don't care, but not losing money. Is naval invasion. 2 more turns to go. After that, Denmark will be brought down to just Denmark itself, as it should be. Hmm. 4 months? Let's hit it. There is not much to do, really, in this campaign currently. That's why I skip forward quite a bit. I hope you guys do not mind. I mean, yeah, I can keep talking about random stuff in between real things that happen, but let's be honest, that's not very interesting. Also, yikes, 1,300-ton destroyers for me. Triple guns? I've seen people get a quadruple already. I am very far behind. That is a given. That is a given. Still, next turn, as we are now at war with Greece. Which is not quite what I planned, but hey, Sweden is attacking Greece as well. Oh, we can take advantage of that. We're gonna take some islands of the Greek Empire. By taking that, we'll have a nice support place in the Mediterranean. Yeah, I like this. Sweden, how are you doing? You're doing good. Well done, Sweden. They'll probably have cleaned out most of the Greek fleet, right? Yeah, no ships remaining. Excellent. Excellent indeed. Finances. We're gaining 200 million currently. 220. Look at that. Yeah, let's do that. 75% research. I feel like a new nation. we're blockading Greece. Check. Next turn we can launch our naval invasion. Also, the fact that Sweden is attacking Greece is hilarious. Sweden, of all places. Yeah, sure. Let's get that alliance with Belgium. That was a nice loss there for the enemy. Naval invasion. We are going to take on... Ooh, Crete is hard to take. 66,000 tons. How many tons do I have? $70,000. Yeah, barely. I should have one more cruiser here, though. Another 7,000 tons. That's pretty much all I can muster, though. You know, I can muster this destroyer as well. Another 1,000 tons. That's pretty much all I can muster. We're not in the engagement zone. I thought we would be. But somehow the Crete invasion zone is centered in the ocean beside Crete, rather than on one of Crete's harbors. Well, it is a mod, so that is to be expected. Minor errors like that. Not the end of the world. It is the end of the world. We're gonna take a piece of ocean, folks. I'm sad that Greece does not have any warships. I would have loved to see what our new heavy cruisers could do. Oh well. I'll see you guys in a bit. Because this loading screen takes forever. So, ladies and gentlemen, a couple of turns later, September 1915, Sweden is currently overrunning the south of Greece, or at least they're attempting to. My invasion is going according to plan, taking the island. The world is pretty much on fire, and my naval funds has vanished. Because everyone and their mother tries to attack me. And I have to buy them off because... yeah... it's just too much, and I'm trying desperately to improve relations everywhere currently. Because I don't want to fight all the wars at the same time. What I do want to do is refit the battle cruiser. Yes. Apparently they made it in a complete separate mode. Interesting. Is there any way I can upgrade this ship to make it more powerful? In short, getting extra guns installed. That's pretty much what I want. This is what I want. Can I get that? No. Although, maybe I could if I go down to 11-inch rather than 12s. Let's try. Okay. That gives me 11-inch guns, though. Still need some armor at least. Can I get you up to 6? Okay. 11.4s. Decent range. Slightly less damage, but not massively so. A bit of a 4 weight offset though. Let's see if we can fix that. 0.6, 0.4. 3. .2. That's better. I can live with 0.2. Save design. Yes. This will be the new upgrade for the battle cruiser. Now, to celebrate the imminent capture of a part of Greece, no, I'm not gonna build battleships. I'm not gonna do it. It's tempting, but I won't, folks. I won't. 27 knots on these. Make them small. I want to do something different with them. I think I'll need 2 funnels at the very least. There we go, that's the one that I wanted. More room. And then with the turbines, semi-oil 140. Oh, okay, let's drop down to a crane funnel. The extra repair is something that I really do appreciate. We have 40. We can have triple 14-inchers. And that's what I'm gonna do, folks. 2 triple 14-inch guns. That'll be the main armament for this vessel. Supported by a couple of casemates, and yes, I know I'm skipping one. Okay. Secondary guns. Do I want to add a... Can't fit them there. 2 6-inch guns is fine. Now, we still need to add the armor to the ship. Let's go 12, 6, 6, 6, 3, 3, 2, 6, 12, 8, 6. Nice. It lacks some things for sure, but... Wait, we can bring the range down. That gives me 500 tons. Okay, let's do that. Okay. Save design. And this ship will be built because, you know, our great victory over Greece in two months that will allow me, well, a 3rd battle cruiser. With that, I might be able to take on Sweden after. And that's really the main reason. I mean, I can joke around, but I need 1 or 2 more capital ships in order to take on harder opponents. Eventually, I want to build it up to, say, 8 to 10 battle cruisers. 12 to 15 heavy cruisers, maybe? Maybe make that 20, yeah. 10 battles, 20 heavies, and say, I don't know, 200 destroyers, something like that. Unless I decide to design some light cruisers and stuff, of course. Soviet Japan, Japan, United States Japan, US Argentina, Soviet Argentina, Japan and Korea, Norway and Korea, Sweden and Korea. There are a lot of wars happening, folks. Light Cruiser 5 is unlocked, which is good. One more turn. Sweden does not have the naval power, neither do I actually, to take that. So Greece will remain intact. $13 months to build this beautiful ship. Okay. And once we take these islands, we can sue for peace again, because we're not going to get that part of Greece, the main part, the Peloponnesos. We're not going to take that. And Athens and, what is it, Delphi, up to roughly Mount Olympus? No, Mount Olympus has already been taken, I think. It's been a long time since I looked at a map of Greece. The shipbuilding in this mod just takes so long. Well, some parts of the mod seem broken. Japan threatened me with war. I paid them off, spent 50 million on it, half of my money, and oh, I'm at war with Japan. Fuck you, Japan. I'm also at war with these motherfuckers. I'm gonna move my ships back to Porto to begin with. I succeeded in taking Crete. So let's sue Greece for peace now. We can't yet. Yeah, Norway only has a single capital ship. I should be able to win that. And I should be able, well, not... I should be able to get away from the Japanese fleet. Let's hope other people deal with Japan, because I won't. Seeing this war is going to take longer than expected, we're going to bring my research back down to 50% immediately. Crew training, we're going to keep that high. Yeah, we're building that battle cruiser, alright. Yeah, let's go back home. Let's upgrade my battle cruisers and then start attacking Norway. That's going to be my main objective here, I think. And I just hope Japan will ignore me, since honestly I have 2 ships in Asia, 1 heavy cruiser and a destroyer. That won't help against Japan. You know, that was there for... I was like, eventually I'm gonna have a war with the Netherlands. No, I was gonna have a war with Japan. No. Yeah, That's the thing, I can't afford this. I believe 1915 is the time for the World War to break out. My God. And honestly, in terms of politics, I wouldn't even know where to begin. Yeah, Spain probably. Keep Spain happy. Somehow. That would be very much appreciated. It's 3 months to upgrade these yeah, we're not going to upgrade them. We are simply not going to upgrade them, and I'm going to send out my entire fleet here in the hopes of nuking this Norwegian fleet, winning the war against Norway straight away. After that, I can turn, I suppose, to this Dutch fleet that's coming in. Terrible, terrible war. Okay, we have a meeting. But if that's with the Norwegian fleet or with the Dutch fleet, I do not know. I do know, however, that we're gonna get a battle this episode. Hopefully my heavy cruisers and my battle cruisers will do better than last episode. I mean, we won against the Danish, but we lost a lot of good ships there. Luckily, it's only a single battle cruiser here now. Once we clear that out, yeah, we should be okay here. As long as Japan does not come in, we should be fine. Famous last words, because I have seen Japan take over things like Denmark before, so it's really scary. Luckily, Japan is at war with multiple nations, not just me. Also, this shows how long the bloody loading time is. And there we go again. Netherlands and Norway are at war. Greece and okay, yeah, this is a massive war here. Luckily, let's take a look. Yeah, it's the light ships that is the main threat. They're 16-inch guns. Holy fuck. Their battle cruiser has 16-inch guns. We're in what, 1915? 1916? You should have 12-inch guns at this day and age, mate. And in that regard, the tech unlock is a bit hard. Well, it's a lot, I feel. It's a lot. Okay. That means if I get hit, I die, right? That's pretty much the bottom line here. Luckily, I have a couple of heavy cruisers here with me. You're an old one. New one. New one. New one. Okay. Let's get the fleet organized. And my 8-inch guns do fire fairly fast. 21 kilometers. I'm moving as quickly as possible. I am already within weapon range. No, I'm not. Soon, though, I will be within weapon range of the enemy warship. Oh my god. We're in range as well. Start the engagement. Stop doing that, Muppets. Target there. Destroyers, come about. Heavy cruisers, come about. My battle cruiser is on low fuel. No! That is terrible. Not getting the hits in is also terrible. Very short-range torpedoes. That is fortunate for me. As my cruisers are attempting and succeeding in neutralizing that enemy cruiser at the very least. One ship at a time, folks. One ship at a time. My destroyers lay a smokescreen, that's fine. I try to cover the battle cruisers a bit more. Yeah, this cruiser is done for, which is good. Good hits on the destroyers as well. Ammo detonation. 2, 1, and seize. Okay. Battle cruisers, continue doing that. Yes, destroyers, good work, good work. Gone. Heavy cruisers. Ooh, good hit there. Good hit on the battle cruiser. And another destroyer going down. Third one. Ooh, heavy damage on my battle cruiser though. Hold on. Did you fire your torpedoes? No, you didn't. Good. You can't have much armor. Yeah, only 8-inch, right? Main guns of the heavy cruisers fire at the enemy battle cruiser. My fleet is out of fuel. Let's make sure the enemy fleet is out of hit points. Another flooding hits. Main tower gone. Bit worried about the light cruisers here, but we'll see. My battle cruisers by now have really slowed down. In fact, you're slowing down so much. Enemy battle cruiser destroyed. That is the main enemy threat neutralized. Ladies and gentlemen, the Norwegian fleet is no longer a threat. So far, no ship losses on my side. However, my battle cruisers have taken some nasty hits, and not having fuel really hurts me currently. Peter B. Salan is gone, and same with Roma. Good. Light cruiser group. Let's put some fire on them. Only my 7-inch cruiser still has fuel. Okay, let's change targets up, shall we? Like that. Wow. 30 times speed during fighting is terrifying. It does go fast though, it does go fast. obviously. Destroyers join up with the battle cruisers. Hardly any damage to my cruiser force, that's good. Last enemy cruiser here. Taking terrible, terrible damage, and yes, we are speeding it along. Floatability is gone. Enemy ship neutralized. 1 damaged battle cruiser for the destruction of 12 Norwegian ships, including a battle cruiser with 16-inch guns. No, 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 no. 50,000 victory points. However, I know we're gonna fight to the end, Norway. Okay, the problem... Okay, the Dutch fleet seems not to have moved. Are you at war with England? Yes, you are. Oh, ho, ho, ho. That's unfortunate for you. Okay, Norway, where are you? Denmark, Norway. Naval invasion. Southern Norway, Northern Norway. I think the north of Norway could be invaded. Navik. 200k though, it's... yeah, let's not. Norway, you're lucky. Now, China is heavily attacking here. I have 3 ships here, actually. With that, I could attempt to attack some parts of the Dutch East Indies, but yeah, no Dutch battleship around. I'm staying in port. Hopefully I can knock out these smaller Dutch fleets. Then I'll be pleased, I suppose, with this war. 10 months. I could move you to Asia. No. You know what? Let's not define a port just yet. I do want more destroyers, though. So, Greece is knocked out, Norway is knocked out. I don't really seem to have the naval power to... I got like 70k, right? I could take the northern part of Norway, but I can never take the southern part. And... I'd rather take nothing then. It goes against my instinct. My instinct tells me to attack the northern part of Norway, but I don't know. I'm having some flashbacks of a certain Korea that kept attacking me back even though we were at peace. In a vanilla game, that is, of course. So I'm not convinced. The fact that the Netherlands is fighting with Belgium is hilarious, though. Germans laying down a lot of new ships. Loading, loading, loading. I have to cut this all out. This is annoying. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the war against Norway has ended. Give me 400,000, please. And that's why you win wars, to gain a lot of money. sadly, it seems the Danish are back. There's the Dutch fleet again. I pulled my fleet back home. My battle cruisers need to repair. One of my destroyers needed to be repaired. And let's see, that other Dutch fleet is gone. Dutch battle cruiser, Japanese battle cruisers. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna bother with Asia. If I lose my Asian colonies, so be it. I'm thinking about actually upgrading one of my battle cruisers now. I think we can, we can somewhat afford it with the peace against with the Danish. Gonna refit my fleet, repair my fleet, and then I'm gonna do some raiding of the Dutch and Danish coastlines to get some victory points here, and then sue for peace, I suppose. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, this episode comes to an end. I thank you very much for watching. We're gonna do 1 or 2 more episodes for sure. After that, I don't know. I love the minor nations. I love the way that works, that you can play them, that they actually do stuff. That is so much fun. I love it. The sad thing is, it's being completely ruined with the shipbuilding mechanics. It takes so long. And I'm sorry, I'm playing games for my fun. I got money. Immediately Spain is complaining that they want some. And the thing is, right now, the loading times are so long that I just don't enjoy it. I'll be honest, I don't enjoy it. So, yeah, 1 or 2 more episodes. After that, we'll see. Is it a good mod? Yeah, I suppose. I suppose it is. Italy. This is why I usually skip this in the recordings. The Dutch are trying to invade. But Belgium is defended. A Dutch-Greek force against a Flemish and Wallonie force joined by Portugal and Great Britain. Wow. Impressive. That's that though. Like I said, take care, folks.